They want me to fight the chicken?
Chicken jockey!
Yup, we are wasting no time with this one. I mean, I honestly think I've wasted enough time. How long has it been since the R&B video? Woo! 2 months. Oh boy. But hey, if you wanted to see the coincidentally insane British guy with fake out deaths and loves messing with dead younglings in a robot body with a British voice and identified by purple that bad, the Dog Day video was right there. You see, the Dog Day video is really when I threw my hat in the ring and making a moveset for multiple entities at once, because I thought I would never get the chance to. Then I saw the boss fight and just got livid. So I had to get a little bit creative to make sure he's different than Dog Day. And I'm pretty sure I succeeded. Sawyer and Dog Day both, like, completely outlaw Huggy's mini-Huggy ability, but he has a one-shot charge. He's fine, especially since he's way more pick up and play compared to the two. The main goal with Harley here is to really make it feel like
not even the ground beneath your feet is yours. There are no places you can hide. Not from me.
I would want the Doctor to have voice lines in game, and honestly, so should my Longlegs. And as for the lore reason, he's either bored or Playtime Co. is out of reinforcements. I don't know what to tell you.
Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
What's a dozen children? 1,000.
The Doctor is very much built like this dude right here, so he won't be jumping or anything crazy like that. His only passive ability will be, I'm gonna let the Riptor from last video tell you. No, there will be no maintaining the same movement speed going under low-hanging areas. Damn, well fuck you then. I'll go to the Riptor from the video before that. There's one last passive ability that Bunzo has, but I'm not going to tell you. Actually. Hey look, I'm gonna go do something with that Fortnite skin. I'll pull up a clip of 2 months ago me. Meaning that there will be a rule applying to him where... Why am I explaining it? I'll have past Riptor explain it to you. Mr. Light would be the second shortest character right next to PJ. Meaning the same treatment I gave PJ, I'm going to give to Mr. Light, where the vents and low-hanging areas don't affect her. She can just walk right through them at regular speed. You understand? No, you don't. I'm going to let 4 months ago me explain it to you. It's just like Survivors, PJ does not need to crouch down in low areas, like doors, vents, low conveyor belts. When every other monster would need to crouch down, slowing down the chase, PJ will stay at the same speed, meaning survivors might want to avoid low-hanging areas, or else it could be their death. I cannot wait to drag this joke as a grown-ass man, so like eventually it just becomes a time capsule where you listen to me get younger. The Doctor would have a normal swing cooldown, paired up with low to moderate damage. Maybe a little more than Boxy's, but still pretty pathetic. Chases will last longer than other monsters. Just like the boss fight. Also, I forgot to mention his speed. It would likely be generic, like along the speed of Mummy Longlegs. Did I say I was done? What the hell? The Doctor's first ability allows him to place cameras around the map. Yep, we're taking this route. About up to 5 of them, and they are placeable basically anywhere. The floor, the wall, low-hanging ceilings. Anywhere you can reach, you can put one of these TV cameras. The camera placement will be just like the Singularity in Dead by Daylight, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Without the range though, if it has any range when it deploys its cameras in that game. When you walk in front of a camera's line of sight, which I'm going to be honest is not always going to be avoidable, it's more of like a, okay, I'm going to go in this area and I'm into some shit. The camera will turn on with the good old iconic eye, playing a good old Doctor voice line, and of course, telling you the location of the player, as the player would also be aware that he's been sold out. Placing over your limit of 5 cameras will cause the first camera you place to disappear. So pretty much, it's Huggy's ability, but different depending on preference. You can hide the cameras a lot better than the mini Huggies, but if you have bad hiding spots, they're very easy to avoid because it's a box that the players could literally just jump over or walk around. For those that are upset that you can't physically switch to the cameras, like it's FNAF or something, I assure you that you will feel way more power over the map and the gameplay if you're not constantly stopping to look at people. A Huggy in the base game right now already feels like he can see everything if he has good Huggy placements. So I promise you, you will feel a lot more like the Doctor and a lot more in control if you're constantly on the move while being notified. And this ability just gets even better when you involve
I am a surgeon! I am a surgeon! I am a surgeon!
The Doctor's second ability lets him place... Yes, I said place. You have a problem? Were you expecting a grab? Let me cook, alright? The Doctor will be able to place up to 2 drones. You'll know they're not him because they will remain deactivated until tampered with, and will never, under any circumstances, show the iconic Doctor's eye that he has. And just like the first ability, going over that max will replace the first one that you put down. But these will have very long cooldowns. They're not as spammable as the cameras. These guys would not have collision, as although I think it would heavily benefit the game, I'm thinking about it right now, it's the game's identity to be able to face through the monster and break its ankles, so it's only fair that it applies to these guys as well. That Discord notification was me, but I'm not redoing this line. However, collision is not necessary, because if a player runs directly in front of it, it will activate. It will don the red eyes from the boss battle, and chase down the player until the player is out of sight, for like, let's say, a couple seconds. These bots will have the same speed and strength as Dr. Holly Sawyer himself, so it's pretty much just another you running around. I'll say this though, as much as I love the joke, the Doctor drones he places will have slow movement speed when they duck under low-hanging areas. As much as I love the joke of characters not doing that and surpassing it, I couldn't decide if the Doctor should be able to do that or not, so best of both worlds, he can, but the drones he places are not smart enough to duck low enough. The other drone will mind its complete business while one drone is chasing someone, and can even activate if a different player runs in front of it, and it will begin chasing that one. That means 2 drones attacking 2 different people, while you can either help them jump someone, or go attack your own third person. However, if the same player currently being chased by a drone runs in front of a second one, then he will now be dealing with 2 drones on his tail. But don't fret, a drone losing its target doesn't mean that it's going to wander off and you'll never see it again. It'll actually return to its default position, entering the patrol state of yellow. It'll almost be a scout for you while it walks back to the position that you placed it in originally. It will be in a far slower walking state while patrolling back, and it will attack anyone it finds while in this patrol zone back to its original state. And the cycle will repeat and repeat until it does eventually go back to where you place it and then re-enter its dormant state. I ain't done cooking yet though. One Doctor drone at a time will also be notified when a player is scanned by the first ability, meaning they too will show up as well when a player is scanned. The drone will turn red, immediately lock onto the player. Doesn't matter where from across the map. More often than not, the player will be found, unless he hides in a cubby, or somehow runs away that fast, to where the drone loses its aggro. From there, the same effects apply, as if the drone found him on its own. It will chase, and then when it loses the player, or downs the player, in which it will just notify the Doctor, it will go in its patrol zone, which can lead to other finds, or it'll return back to its original position. But remember, only 1 drone will show up per camera spring. So you're only going to have 2 drones running to the same spot if the camera found someone 2 times in a row. And I don't know if I made this clear or not, but like, the main Doctor that you play as, he would have the eye, like all the time. And it would open and like close, and like it'd be animated. I don't know. I've been using the PNG of like the soulless, lifeless Doctors. Like I don't know what you guys think. Nightmare critter. Giant critter. Yeah, no, ew. I was supposed to voice the intro myself. Ugh. What? He has a 3rd ability, but he's so overpowered. Oh, what the hell? Yes, he has a 3rd ability. Honestly, I would wrap up the moveset here, wholeheartedly, but there's something about the Doctor that this game already has that would make his moveset so much more accurate and so much cooler. You make you really feel like the Doctor. Sabotages? Oh, you probably don't even remember what that is. Yeah, let's give him one more. Let's give the Doctor one more sabotage. Let's do that. Let's do that. But here's the catch. It has to be a tier 1 sabotage. In the menu, when you're picking your main sabotage, when playing as a Doctor, you can pick a second sabotage, but it has to be tier 1, and you can use both separately. The cooldowns do not affect each other. You can overlap them. And your weaker sabotage would just be your ability 3 button, or it was the ability 3 button, before they removed Mime Longlegs' webs and promised to give them back. And they never did. But that, my friends, is the Doctor. Is the sabotage completely necessary? No, but it takes a Doctor from a skilled character to just chaos, and I think he should be a little bit of both. He should be a character that you need skill to play with, but he's also just completely mess with the player, like the end half of Chapter 4 before you finally abolish of him. So, easy to pick up, high skill ceiling, we'll say. That's a fair way to put it. Now, I'm gonna start wrapping things up here like a good old Christmas present, because I highly doubt that you could make any type of skins for the Doctor. I mean, who would even...
Huggy Wuggy. I have no knowledge of this threat, Kylo Ren. Explain.
Hey guys, it's Dramatic.
You may be wondering a few things like, why do you sound like that? Or why aren't there as many skins this time? And to that I say, let's see you juggle online animation school, applying to in-person animation university, and making skins for this thing wannabe all at once. Also, who the f said that he's hitting the burn trap pose? Anyways, let's let Riptor take it away.
Alright, Doctor, come in here. Good boy. Oh, chill. Oh, jeez, man. I'm just joking. Anyway, similar to Huggy Wuggy and his mini Huggies, I would want the Doctor's drones to reflect the skin that he's wearing. Meaning, if you're going to buy skins for any monster in the game, it should probably be him. And of course, the rules for the eyes still apply. Of course, only the Doctor himself will have Harley's eyes, while the drones you put down will still have the yellow and red eyes. With that said, we can finally jump into the skins. For starters, per usual, we have the recolors. Apologies in advance if the green screen is moving a little weird, but this is just a speed up of all the available recolors. It is very different, but I think it is a pretty damn cool idea. However, Doctor recolors would therefore have to be way cheaper than a normal skin. And now let me just speed this up, and there we go! The Rainbow Doctor skin. I'm not joking. Again, it might need to be cheaper than a normal skin, but I think this is like the coolest thing ever. I honestly see myself buying this. And finally, for the last recolor, the Silver Doctor. We're skipping out on Ruby and Gold today, but I think this right here makes up for everything. But come on, enough with the recolors. Let's get you guys some real skins. Starting off with the Scarecrow. Pumpkin King over here would definitely be a legendary skin. And I just want you to imagine how cool it would be seeing the decoys chase people around with red glowing pumpkin heads. However, because of the decoys, Dr. Harley Sawyer himself might have to change his color up there to orange, because the decoys do don yellow sometimes. Or we could change the decoys to a random color. But I think the best solution is making the main Doctor a more orange. But whatever floats your boat. For the next skin, we got the Dr. Ophenum. Ophenum, right? Ophenum, right? Yeah, the Dr. Ophenum. Yeah, this is obviously based off angels, which if you did not know, biblically accurate angels look like this. Hey, at least it's an angel, though. It's better than the damn devil. It's honestly a really, really smart skin, and I was shocked when I saw it. Very much a job well done. But, you know, we just had to give this skin to, like, you know, the character that caused every negative plot point in the franchise. But if you're not new around here, you know that every character's got to have a robot skin. So here is the Robot Doctor. Hands down the best robot skin Dramatics made so far. I'm surprised. I dropped my phone and audibly gasped when I saw this. That's how crazy it is. Honestly, the best skin he's ever made. You know what? This skin is so good I low-key want to gatekeep it. So you can look at the Eye Doctor instead. Yet again, amazing wordplay by Dramatic. I would have never thought of this in a million years, but it makes so much sense. Also, I just noticed the syringe in his hand. Hey there, little syringe.
Hello, Mario.
However, this skin as well has problems with the visor and how it'll work with the decoys. The Eye Doctor you play as himself may remain the same, but while this absolute masterpiece remains untouched, the decoys will need some heavy changing. While they're deactivated in the state where their monitor would usually be off, they can stay exactly like this, and you'll be able to tell that it's not the real Doctor because they'll have a much more sturdy standing animation since they're turned off. However, when they turn on and become aggressive, they would need to look like this, so we do not confuse them with the actual Doctor. Might have to bump up the price of the skin. I don't know. And when they're on patrol mode, you'll get something that looks like this. Now, I cannot find a bright yellow light filter for the life of me, but yeah, it'd be a bright yellow light instead of red. Now, I don't think I have any obligation to change the skins Dramatic makes. I'm just trying to make it the skins balanced for how I made the Doctor, because I really don't want people getting confused when it comes to the decoys. And just because why not, it would also be cool if the monitors you put down reflected the skin you had. Like, imagine these sitting around. The only switch-ups we would need to make is the jack-o'-lantern not glowing when it's deactivated. That also stands for the decoys. And for the jack-o'-lantern and the Eye Doctor, we can just have it flash a purple light when they catch you so you're aware of it. If the decoys are taking red and yellow, we'll say the camera color is purple for when they catch you. That is the color these cameras would shine for the Eye Doctor and the jack-o'-lantern, so you can tell that you've been caught. Alongside the identifier, that also shows when you're caught by mini Huggies. I'm not even going to try to go fetch purple lights for the Eye Doctor, you get the point. Man, I'm really making up for the lack of skins the Doctor has compared to the other two skin sections, but you know what? I've got one more. This is the Skibidi Doctor. So the thing with this skin is... Oh wait, Mob Entertainment uploaded. Is Project back? Oh.
They want me to fight the chicken?
Chicken jockey!
No. No, this can't be. The same eye movements with the doctor and everything. I thought me and my friend were so genius for making that connection to the giant Bobachops boss fight. They have so many views. No, I'm stating my case. I am defending my case. Okay? The chicken jockey joke was to make fun of the Bobachops boss fight. Okay? This literally could have all been avoided if I was just on schedule with this video, but that's besides the point. Okay? That's on me. I should have got to work way sooner. Honestly, we should be on doughy right now, but that's besides the point. They uploaded that video this month. The TikTok video came out a little earlier, but only by like 2 days. Okay? We're going to go back to the chicken jockey joke. Okay? I used the boss fight clip. And then I obviously had the chicken jockey audio. Yes, that's there. The guy praying, if you didn't know that was there. Okay, now we go. This was last month. This was last month. I got the chicken jockey clip on the ready. Literally the first thing I got. The boss fight cutscene. And chicken. There we go. I'm innocent. Judge, I am an innocent man. This is my joke. I have the copyright of this joke. Fixed up and now we swinging on the same line. You got me erratic, passing up on a date night. Ring me on the other line. Yeah, ready up, go ahead, why? Fixed up and now we swinging on the same line.